San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Aztecs offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Purdue's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Singleton. With the catch, it's Thomas.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
And the Boilermakers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The kick is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back open in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Emmanuel. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, he'll throw. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Snagged in the middle. It's Napier. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you, please.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're testing the right side here. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job.
Got a man. It's Ross. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll go to the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To throw, it's Emmanuel. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout. Holds it in. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Here we go. The Aztecs are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Aztecs. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the run, it's Thomas. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Quickly out to the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. To the air, it's Singleton. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They'll immediately call timeout. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards.
Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Purdue! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Scanning the field, it's Emmanuel. Grabbed in the middle, it's Chavez. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Finds a man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Handoff from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. The toss to the outside. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. They'll try to run it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
That's caught. It's more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's more. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time.
see him develop in the middle, and you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On third down, going up top. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that offense moving forward. Find some fresh air. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Right on the money. There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Got a little space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw. It's Emmanuel. Finds his tight end. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I know you took a lot loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Sutton. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Looking downfield, it's Emmanuel. Pulls it in, it's Sutton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Incomplete. Coming up, fourth down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
Ready? Right. Single. Let's go.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Russ. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
QB spikes it. Good enough for a first down. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Powers forward. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie, and they take the lead with a two-point conversion. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation.
Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Fires to the middle. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get in the third and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down. They win and probably force the punt.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate